Here we go again. What's up? It's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been a few. Not much has changed. You know, I gotta have my blue bag of steaks. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch of little jump around, finishing up little stuff here and there, situations. Nothing down here has changed because I refuse to come down here and do anything else until I get the other 2 floors done completely. No, it made no sense to keep bringing 15 tough shed toolboxes and you don't know what you're going to be doing that day. I know I got to put some braces up because I'm doing drywall. I done lost track of how many boxes of compound I did. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-gallon buckets of primer. I think between this pile and that pile, it's 24 boxes. I got this right here because he wanted a double door upstairs, which was supposed to be in a certain size. So I made it a certain size, kind of find out it was a larger size. So I had to redo some stuff. You're going to buy something, get a deal, buy a whole bunch of it. It's cheaper. So what I'm doing today is I know I don't have enough drywall to come down here. I got enough drywall to do all of that. I'm cleaning up everything, getting everything prepped so I can put the drywall over here. I'm using 5/8 so I don't have to put no slats. Those little 1/4-inch slats they be down where like we had to do on this side. I got to tear that piece down and raise it up. You know, bring it all the way across. Same thing right here. This should have been up here. And then whatever. Before I do this wall, I know I'm gonna need some bracing. And I'm not gonna put them like this. I'm just gonna do them like that. You know, boom. So I know when I do my own molding, no matter what, it's 3.5 inches high bracing studs, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Excuse my language. So this is what I'm doing now. I got my cut piece. You go right here, but I had to put some of these all the way down because this piece should have met up there. This piece should have been on the floor. Okay? So, had to do a hell of a ass repair. I opened it up some. But what happened, I'm going to show you in a second because I had to redo everything. I'm working on this one right now. I got all my measurements. I'm about to cut this one in a minute. And I got a short piece to put down there. But I got a lot of cleaning I got to do right here first. But I stopped this. I stopped doing what I was doing because I got to make sure, just in case, you know, Spectre want to know certain stuff. Yeah, I got the fire stop in there. You know, what else would he want to see? I mean, it's not much more he'll want to see over here. I slap a wire tie on that just to tie, tie it to the joist because remember, 90% of the electrical was done before the demolition. I'm 50-50 on this wall. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna scrape all of this down so I can repair that. And you see how we got a hole right there? I wanna fill in some of that. Okay, this is the main bedroom area. This hole from here all the way back is basically the bedroom. This, I guess, gonna be a chill spot. TV right here. I will use this as a laundry room, office. But the only bad thing about that is we didn't put a box in here. So what do you guys think? Well, I need to figure that out now. I mean, I guess you really don't need one in there. And then I wouldn't even be able to get to it unless I put it on that one right there, high as possible. Or put an old works in there and drop the cable all the way down. That's something to think about. I gotta ask them when I see them. Okay. We got our fire stop down there. I'm gonna probably spray a little bit more. Oh, that's nice and sealed. This is the laundry room. We got our power hooked up. We got our gas, and I'm gonna straighten up that pipe. It didn't make no sense to mess with it until I sand in here some. Drain system. We got our drain in here for emergency. We're gonna put a nice little high threshold right here. This one is basically done. You know, I gotta come in here and lightly sand, and not really concerned about all this right there because this is gonna be tile. I'm gonna put my waterproof membrane on here. What's up? It's your boy, Mr. Motherfucking McDonald. It's McDonald's in the house, and I only like McDonald's. I love their breakfast, but the rest of their food they can keep. So, pull those things down, finish priming up there. I think I got a repair right there or something. I'm not sure. I might have fixed that one already. But you can see the repairs I did. If I don't like something, I'm repairing it. If I'm not mistaken, I think this one is cool. Plus I got my spotlight today, so I can shine it up on the ceilings. And because I know I got some areas I need to take care of. Still got to do something right there because it's a dip because we got Lowe's wood. We had to add a 1/4 inch. We got original. So this is 1 3/8. This 1 5/8. Home Depot 1.5 inch. Yeah, it's going to be fun putting this door in. And these are the 2 doors I was talking about that's supposed to be in a certain size, but come to find out, boom, they're 36 inches instead of 30, which would have been perfect for in here. But it's my fault too. I should have measured instead of taking someone's word. Same thing with this door. This door is supposed to be in a 30 because none of this was here. I framed this in too. All of this I did other than this wall. I built that, redid that wall, built this because our heater chasers running up here, and this is our cold air return duct. Redid that twice. This wall wasn't there. I rebuilt this shower 3 times because he said it wasn't big enough, and I told him that before I built the first one, that it wasn't going to be big enough. That shower that you seen in the bathroom on the other side of this wall, that's how big that shower was in here. So now it's a 42 by 5 feet shower. So 42 by 60 inches, 7 feet high. I was gonna get creative and put a big ass tile up there, but I'm not. And if I'm not mistaken, I probably still got a couple of repairs in here to do. Some scraping, I see some stuff up there. Probably a couple fill-ins. Not concerned about nothing down there. Make sure everything over here is good. I'm probably gonna install that mirror today just so it get out my way. I know I still got a little dip right there. And I'm not going to mess with this anymore. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. And I think I got something right there. This whole strip right there. That side is cool. I love hooking that thing up and listening to the Bluetooth while I'm working. So, I know I got repairs. You can probably see it right there. This joist is 1.5 inches higher than that joist and that joist. So it'd be amazing how much mud is right there. And I still got to fill in some more. But you can still be able to see all the holes up here. This whole middle section got to go with another probably 2 coats. And people don't understand that takes a couple of days to dry. And I got this line where you see that pencil all the way down. Couple spots over there because I had an issue right here, right there. Got to be filled all the way in like a circle. Got an indent right there. But it's kind of hard to see a lot of stuff. That's why you have to get to a certain point, sand everything, prime it, see what you got to repair. Like I said, you can see the dip. And I know what ended up happening. These work good. They work damn good. Sandpaper, I got to figure out the right speed compared to what sandpaper to use because it will dig in. You can't hook, I hooked that to a shop vac and ooh, bad idea. Okay, so we got our big bucket, help us get done quicker. My boy wanted me to spray. But since I know too many people that use sprayers got brain damage, I don't feel like having brain damage when I get older. I'm already probably gonna be messed up. But as you can see, we did a lot up here, which wasn't in the game plan. Coming up here, okay, I do want to finish this drywall. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing today, just running through finishing all the drywall, because this is just a little storage room. But I need to finish this. That's gonna get cut out. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna use regular white wood or plywood and make a frame. Not sure yet. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. But I gotta lightly sand some stuff. That gotta go way over here. A little more out there. Touch up some stuff over here. Still got to do a little touch up right there. I'm not comfortable with that. I still got to go that line all the way down. Do this one. No, I got to lightly sand this one. But this top one, I got to go all the way down. Got this in here finally. This need a couple more coats. It's going to be a piece up here. This not installed because I ran out of screws. I done ran through about 40 pounds of screws and just bought another 25. So now I can put the corner beads on. Throw another, basically most of this side, you know, this line all the way down. Do some stuff over there. Put these pieces up. That line, that one, this one. Fill in this some more. I got a dip right here that I'm working with. So I'm gonna have to spread it this way, spread it out that way, spread it that way, and just keep touching it up. Oh, I gotta do those damn screws down there. I gotta fill in the bottom of that because it'll be a problem with the molding. Down there, I'm just gonna, the bottom of both sides of these, I'm just gonna throw a 1/2 inch fern strip down there. This look okay, but I'm pretty sure I have to touch it up from right there to pad that plug. This side is good. I can see where I need to lightly sand. Touch up right there. Probably hit all these screws again. Had a repair I had to do up here, so I know I'm gonna have to touch this up. If y'all can see all of that. Had to pull the tape out and redo it. And then, see, listen. Y'all hear that? That's loose tape. I won't have to take that out. I can just cut a line and across, dig it out a little, blow that shit out, put some mud up in there. That's cool. Okay, I'm trying to get this line as straight as possible. So this probably take a couple of coats. This whole thing right here, from here all the way down, will probably just be filled up. All of this will probably be, once I'm done, all to be more beyond drywall compound. Most all of this. And depending on how far I come out here, I might do the same thing because it's only here to here. So it'll be a lot easier to shape it, sand it, and everything. If it was up to me and I had the time, I probably would mud the whole ceiling, skim coat the whole ceiling, but he's not paying. You see how that line goes crooked? That's what I'm trying to eliminate. So probably gonna have to make sure I don't fill in here and whatever here, then I can fill in that part. Not concerned with the top of that because it's gonna be a funny ass cut anyway. Same thing over here. I don't have a big dip, but look, we got some paper. I can fix that. That's simple. Mud in here, you know, and do our thing in there. And to eliminate me from having to do a whole bunch of crazy ass cuts in here, I'm just gonna drop this ceiling even all the way around. Then I'll figure out what I can do from there. Another coat, probably another coat. Other than that, then I can come in here and sand and prime this. Go down these steps. I got a coat right there. You know, this is not a final coat, but it needs another thin coat to go all the way around. All of that right there got to be filled in. You see how this angle is? I'm gonna eliminate this. I can't do it. This. Even with the paint, somebody else doing the maintenance on this later, I'm gonna drop this thing down with a couple 2x4s and put a sheet of drywall and make it flat. It'll be a lot easier to take care of. Another coat right here. Another coat there. This is the reason why I stopped. Because that angle, even though I have the tools to do it, this painting it and doing general maintenance over the years, it's just not going to be worth it. Yeah, I'm looking out for the client that we don't have yet. But, let's go up here. I tore out some of this because one, it was loose because of this right here. All of this was loose. So that went from loose to me like, okay, I'm probably going to tear all of this out. And if I do that, most likely I'm going to tear all of this out too. And just go with, actually I can go whatever the hell I want to go with. Probably go with some 1/2 inch because 1/4 inch costs more than 1/2 inch. I'm not pulling the slats out because I don't have to put no insulation. I got to make sure a mental note installation right there. Rest of this shit is cool. And so we downstairs look the same. Probably get some railings next week. It depends on how much I get done today and tomorrow. Holiday coming up, so this is what we got done too. We got this in here. I'll probably throw a coat of mud in here too. We got that same thing I was talking about upstairs, and that's the reason why I said I was gonna do it, because I'm gonna put a piece of wood right here and flatten this. This is not hooked back up because what I'm thinking about doing is maybe just put some recessed lights in there. What y'all think? Should I put the recessed lights there, or should I just put that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave it like that, because then I gotta do a whole bunch of extra wire. I gotta change that box down there, put a double gain box in there, because I gotta put another 3-way switch. And that's gonna go from there to the kitchen where that controls those lights downstairs. And I'm gonna separate some of those lights. And y'all can see, that's crooked. That should be down some. It's not bad, either bring that down or push that up. But yeah, that's how I gotta come down. I had to do the same thing with this. So what I'm trying to do now is basically, you know, whatever I got. I'm not going to do this yet because that's going to be on the next drywall list. So we got our wood. I don't know why I got 4 pieces right there. Might be for that door too. But we got to build a door frame for this. We got our door frame up for this. I hate to pull these damn hinges off again just to throw another coat of mud on there, but most likely I'm gonna throw another coat of mud because I'm not sure what kind of molding he's using. So scrape this up here as good as I can get it. Make sure nothing is peeling off. And I'm gonna skim coat that whole thing. So everything in here basically needs 2 more coats. You know, and that's done. Like I said, do the repairs I need to do. Sand everything, reprime everything. Level this thing off and put my bench back up. Don't mind that. Put my bench back up. I'm not using that one. I got an 18-inch in there. Okay, you see those holes up there. I didn't really do a whole bunch of repairs in here. I repaired some tape right there, but I knew about that spot and that spot before I even primed it that I need to do something to it. But you see, if you come in here, you see how wide that doorway is? Okay, I gotta build a frame for that. It's gonna be fun. Gotta sand this door and prime it. So we got our wood for it. And like I said, this is going to be fun. And they're heavy. But, you know, it is what it is. Put them back up so I can see better in here. And this is what I was talking about that we didn't put in that room. And I might have to, no, I know it ain't in there. I know it's not one in there. So I'm gonna have to kick it with him. I can probably use an old work box if he's gonna make that a bedroom. Okay, and get our other switches for the fans. Get the fans. Start hooking the smoke detectors back up. What else? Oh, of course, I got some more screws. So I got to come in here and clean this floor, get all this stuff off, start from that corner and throw a whole bunch of more screws in there. Get a couple bags of leveling compound, completely level this. Then I got to hook up this bathtub because I got to put the tile down, hook up the bathtub because I can't finish this room downstairs. And I gotta ask him, is he going to use this? If so, I gotta start repairing this, and we're gonna spray this black. What y'all think? Black? I think it'll look nice black. You got black shower, so yeah, I'm gonna hook that up today too. Got a black shower faucet. I think we're gonna have, I don't know if he's gonna have a double sink in here. Oh, he can't. That's right, because we got that toilet right there. It's a 36, I think. Where I might have a problem is right here. If he tile this side, then I'm gonna have a problem putting the cover plate on there. And I might have to cut it out and move it over an inch. What else? This getting carpet, that's getting carpet, that's getting sanded as far as floors. That bedroom area have carpet. I think those windows staying. Downstairs window gonna have one big window. Like I said, I still have some touch-ups, some final detailing, just so you don't see certain shit like that. You know, I'm a little anal, so that bothers me. That bump up there bothered me. You know, did a repair here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do something up there, so I'm gonna do it anyway and sand it. Same thing right here. Touch it up one more time and sand it. Lightly sanding everything in here with hand sand. I'm not using the power sanders. And see what I gotta touch up in here. Then work my way back up. I'm not sure what I'm doing here because of that. And if I end up doing it, then I got a whole bunch I got to talk to him about this. Cause I could order some structural light. That's what I can do. Order a bag of structural light. I don't want to use Durabond on that. But, like I said, I had to make a quick video just because of that. And I showed that one. Is anywhere else I can show? I'm not sure if I did back here, but I think I did. Okay. Yeah. Because all that goes over there. So yeah, I did. I think I'm gonna stuff some insulation in there. Fill it up with some insulation. And probably take this pipe out. I should be able to, yeah, I should be able to get to that. Anything else y'all need to know about? Probably break that plaster off. Trying to make that even as possible. One piece. So that side. I don't know, I might have to mess with that corner. Pull all those nails out and raise that up. We'll see. Timu! 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 Okay, that's it for Timu. All right, this is your boy, Mr. Bibbs, on a long one today. I'll holler at y'all. I got to get back to work. Peace.